bam,
Bam.
bang.
Yeah.
Gra-ta-ta-ta.
This movie needed more guns.
Yeah, there was one. There was one that I'm surprised the plant never fired.
The what?
At one point in the film, Audrey II steals Seymour's gun. No, he does shoot.
And definitely
Yeah, he does
shoots
shoot
a
it.
lot.
Yeah.
Actually,
Way more
yeah.
than that gun could have held.
I was gonna say, are you doing a bit right now?
I thought you
I
were like
wish I could say that I was doing a bit about the
Doing,
film
like-
that I watched this morning.
plant innocence erasure.
Excuse me, boys. I couldn't help but noticing that strange and interesting podcast you're recording. What is it?
It's crazy that you were in the movie. Oh, this? This is Sequel Factory.
Tell us about it.
No, I have a bit for that.
Roger,
Go.
straight
I'll
up.
put it around it. Go.
You. Are we doing the podcast?
Yeah, this
we
is
definitely in
this
it?
is the episode.
So you pegged the man who comes in asking about the strange and mysterious plant in the window as being very much like myself.
Uh-huh.
I did have the exact same experience watching the movie about you when John Candy's character Wink Wilkinson, the radio host, appears on screen. I was like, oh my god, it's Roger Hanna.
In my notes, I often keep a tally of what's happening in real time, and whenever he came on screen, I just wrote John fucking Candy. I was very excited to see him.
Well, you can play Wink Wilkinson in the sequel to Little Shop of Horrors. Big
these
Shop
actors
of
are-
Horrors.
Far too old now, so it we'll definitely have to recast most of them. But it has to be said off the top, right? The sequel's not going to follow a plan. It's going to be some poor insurance agent having to find more and more sadistic dentists for Bill Murray's character, right? His weird fetishist.
Oh my gosh. What?
That's
Again, my notes had to feature the question, is this a sex thing?
whoa. We can't write it off.
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking
certainly
about the plant. You mean the masochistic or the sadistic
Yes.
dentist, and the
I mean, the plant
masochistic
did
Bill
definitely
Murray.
cause
so,
some damage.
So Bill Murray.
Yes. This movie, it just played as like a straight musical to me, right?
It
I
is a
thought,
musical.
I thought Steve Martin's character was fine. I liked how Audrey always had to refer to him by his full title with the DDS at the end.
Mhm.
And then Bill Murray popped up, and I was like, "What the hell is this movie?" I guess I completely blanked my whole life that Frank Oz had a directing career.
He had a few movies, yeah.
Yeah, he did this, Dark Crystal, one of the Muppet movies.
I think Jim
a
Henson
few
was
things.
Dark Crystal. I
right?
don't think he directed Dark Crystal.
Let me just double
I mean,
check.
Henson worked on Dark Crystal, though. He didn't direct it.
At least it was mainly Henson, but maybe he didn't direct it.
Just double check. You guys vamp.
the
Actually,
intro,
I'm gonna
Roger.
go ahead and do the intro to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast where we watch a movie and dare to
Oh.
ask the question, what happens next? We
Hell
are
yeah.
unpaid interns in the basement of Hollywood, forced to turn out sequels that nobody asked for. So go and grab some popcorn and your hard hat to join us on the ground floor of Sequel Factory. I'm Roger.
I'm Jett.
And I'm X, and Frank Oz definitely directed Dark Crystal.
Wonderful. I'm glad we know
Bravo.
now.
Bravissima.
I sounded
Beautiful,
like
Roger.
an idiot today, like, oh, maybe I could make a musical out of our intro and that'll be on theme.
You went for it. That's great. I should let you guys know that I've been thinking about your feedback from last episode, at the end of the last episode.
Okay.
And this episode, I have a 20-second timer that I will be playing every time I speak. And if I ever hit the end of the time...
That was it. Cool. Now we know how it works.
All right.
Yeah, we have
Sweet.
it on experience. When does that reset, by the way?
Every time I speak.
Copy that.
At the start of every sentence.
Wait, so are you hovering your finger over a button, or is it like voice recognition? How does this work?
I have a little Google 20-second timer, and every time I start talking, I click it down. So you'll never have to worry about. It's gonna work well.
It's definitely gonna be confusing for people who maybe don't hear this part,
who tune into the episode halfway through and don't understand what they're.
I'm leaving all this in, Roger.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. So Little Shop of Horrors. Have either of you seen this movie before?
No,
I have not. I have seen the original black and white version.
I was gonna do a bit where I watched both, and then I was gonna pretend like I had no idea what happened in the '86 version. But like I said before we started recording, I've only gotten 3 hours of sleep today, so that wasn't gonna happen. So.
Do you guys know who plays the sadistic dentist?
Jack Nicholson.
It is Jack frickin' Frickelson.
Yeah. I was looking through the IMDb and I was like, oh, that's a picture of Jack Nicholson. And I was like, I definitely need to watch this. And then I fell asleep through this one and had to finish it later in the day. So
if I can give the quickest little summary of Little Shop of Horrors.
It's gotta be
15
quick, huh?
seconds now. Well, I guess now you got 20.
The very basics. Lightning strikes down from outer space during a full solar eclipse, conjuring a mysterious plant in front of shop worker Seymour, who begins feeding the plant blood, and it saves the shop as it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and then starts eating people, and then
and then eventually
romance ensues, yeah. Right?
There is so full solar eclipse, lightning strikes in front of some Baroque plant shop. Seymour buys it for $1.95, and he thinks it's a relative to the Venus flytrap.
It is not. It is from outer space. It is in fact, and it is bad.
Simply judging by the song at the very end of the movie, it is from outer space, and in fact is bad. I had never seen this movie before, and I was like, I've got to be the only person on the planet who's never seen this.
No, I hadn't seen it before this either.
And it's quite a classic. I mean, I feel like it's so ingrained in the cultural memory. We all have the barest idea of the idea of Audrey II, this blood drinking, man eating plant shouting as he says, "Feed me, see."
So, oh no, what have we done? There is.
What have you done, Roger?
Hey, yeah, I'm no one if not someone who listens to feedback.
This is fully on me.
Positive adjustments.
So, the crux of the movie, the inciting moment, isn't that he buys the plant. It's the fact that the plant is dying, right? It brought attention to the shop, and. But it's falling apart. It's wilting, and the shop owner tells little Seymour, Krellborn, was that his name?
Yeah.
Keep the plant alive, and the shop will thrive. But the plant won't do. Food won't do. Water won't do.
Food don't do it.
No.
A little bit of sunlight. There's a whole song about all the things that Seymour tries out that just
right. Oh, don't worry.
Don't work.
If you have any questions. The answers will be delivered to you by song. The music starts immediately.
It's not a subtle flick. I mean, it was based on a stage musical that was based on the original film version. And and it does a pretty good job at it, all things considered, at adapting the stage play.
Mm-hmm. I like the ever-present doo-wop gospel singers.
It's really funny because I recently watched, I was in New York, and I watched the musical Hadestown on Broadway. And throughout that musical, the muses are sort of recurring characters throughout the flick. These three like gospel singers following everyone around and kind of singing and narrating and tormenting. it ends up being very similar to that.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just kind of a classic trope of the theater.
Yeah, I mean, it was similar to the Hercules movie too, right?
Yeah, also the Muses, I believe.
This movie, I'm not like huge on, I was never huge on the puppet movies, right? I didn't watch a whole lot of the Muppets or Dark Crystal or anything.
But you're crazy about musicals.
Absolutely. And I love a movie that's production design is entirely created for the world that we're watching, and every aspect of this movie was created for this movie, and you can tell. But the freaking puppet of Audrey II holds up so well.
It's insane.
Impossibly impressive.
It is impossibly good. I cannot believe how well everything is lip synced. All of the singing, and many versions of the puppet too, as it gets bigger and bigger throughout this film, as Seymour brings it more bodies and gains fame and fortune because of it.
Whenever Seymour hurts his fingy, he gets a little owie from a thorn, and he sucks on it. Right, it's bleeding, so he's sucking on the tip of his finger, and he hears a sucking sound coming from another part of the room, and he looks over, and
I know what to do.
The CGI, or not, I shouldn't say the CGI, the special effects in this movie were so convincing. I could not figure out what method they were using. Was it a puppet? Was it stop motion? What am I looking at?
It's actually Frank Oz himself, his real face.
That's what he looks like. He is just some lips.
He put on a lot of weight for the film.
He brought down a building. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's just a little bit of movie magic for you. The film ends after much shenanigans and increasing amount of fame and popularity for Seymour, and a budding relationship with Audrey I, the namesake of the plant, Audrey II.
Audrey Prime.
Audrey Prime. Basically just Seymour ends up in a big freaking fight with the plant, and shocks it to death. It explodes and they get married.
Yes.
They do get married.
And the movie ends with a little tiny Audrey II budding in their little rose garden.
Right. So there's the obvious setup right there.
Yeah. Would we suggest that it's too obvious? That maybe we go even further in time?
I mean, the thing is that the film actually sets up in the very beginning with the opening crawl narration that this is one of the greatest threats of humanity of all of humanity for all time that started in an unlikely small location. So in theory, it gets worse after this, right? Because it wouldn't be.
Okay, hear me out. We open on the White House. We hear a boisterous voice giving a speech, and we cut into the press room, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of sleep, so my vocabulary is going to be thin today.
The White House press room.
Yes, the White House press room, and it's Audrey II in a suit. They are now the president of the United States.
Yo!
I hate to say it, Audrey II is dead. We did witness that.
It would have to be Audrey.
Audrey III is.
Would it be Audrey III, or would it be an even further down the line progeny? Is this Audrey 47?
Well, the question is, how big are they? Because that's going to dictate how young the plant is.
True.
Well, Audrey II grew pretty fast in the span of a few days, I think.
That's true, but we can't make it too far in time. Otherwise, they're going to run out of humans to eat.
That's true.
Unless they start farming us like cattle.
Yeah, I was going to make the baby farm joke, but that's a route to take it, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's establish the time period. It was, 86 when this movie came out?
Yeah.
Are we in the mid-90s? Are we in the mid-2000s? Are we now? Is this going to be an allegory for our current situation in politics?
I would never come up with a story like that.
I was like, wow, that's very Jett of you.
Well, I'm not taking up as much space, so someone's got to do it. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here for me, X.
I'll be here as much as I can.
I love this dynamic that Jett can't speak for more than 20 seconds. X can't speak at all. The lack of sleep.
And what's your excuse, Roger?
I'm an idiot, I guess.
You're just gonna need to finish my sentences, Roger. Like, as soon as I get to the end of one of these timers, you're gonna have to pick it right up from wherever I leave off. Especially if we're like in the middle of a concept.
Yeah, it's funny though, because we can always tell where you're going with these, Jett. It's just
you're good at setting up.
Rip. Yeah.
Wow, it's like I don't even need to be here. I just say 7 words and you just imagine the rest. I'm so predictable.
What if that was a podcast?
I appear for 7 words at the beginning of the episode, and the rest is up to you to fill in the blank.
That'd be some pretty
Roger,
impactful words. Huh?
You're gonna have to get good at impersonating Jett's voice.
I'm so bad at impressions.
Well, next time I get cut off by the timer, you're gonna have to.
Well, the next time I get cut off by the timer...
What the shit? Shut up! Go to hell, man. Never mind, I don't like that bit.
So we're in the...
So we have an Audrey in the White House, yeah.
In the White House, right.
And, okay, fuck it, we're gonna go with current events. Immigrants. Immigrants and workers are being fed to Audrey... President Audrey.
The undesirables of society.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anyone making less than 54K a year is getting eaten, right?
Wow.
Whatever's less than median. Although I look at those median charts and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way the median income is like $80,000. What is that?
I don't think so.
So yeah, so this, they're in the press room, right? Audrey's giving a speech, and you realize that there's no one actually listening to the speech. It's just being broadcast live, because anytime Audrey's in the presence of other people, he eats them, right? And then we slowly start to learn that the cabinet is not full of humans, but other little Audrey plants, right? And
the Audrites.
Yes. And,
Audrites is great. I love Audrites.
And the only human allowed within this cabinet is Bill Murray's weird
teeth pervert.
Yeah, his character has a name. I think it's like Anthony Denton or something like that.
Of course it is.
I had to.
What do the Audrites want with weird masochist teeth pervert Bill Murray?
Maybe
they're scared of him.
He's got gingivitis, so his gums bleed a lot. So he's kind of a free source of blood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all that excess dental work has to have done some lasting damage.
Yeah, he's a little snack for them that they keep around.
Yeah, he can easily just pull out his teeth and he just drips the blood right off of his tooth. I gotta say,
we are starting out with the most disgusting possible scene right at the start. Full Cronenberg.
Hey, I will say, every single time he pricked his finger and fed it to Audrey II in the movie, I cringed a little. It was a really good effect.
Yeah, no, they kept him on a faucet.
They probably just did that. They probably just pricked his finger.
Yeah, Rick Moranis has less blood now.
Forever.
Yeah. Honey, I shrunk my iron count. I don't know if that's the way you would say that.
Go to the Traveler. He will come with way less blood than you'd expect.
So, but speaking of, are we getting Moranis back?
He's pretty retired.
Yeah, but imagine if you heard about a sequel.
How old would Rick? Pretty old. I mean, Bill Murray's also pretty freaking old. So, but he's still cranking them out, right? And they're not stinkers
making
on
movies.
all of them, anyways.
He is not making movies.
I'm talking about Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. We're talking about
Bill Murray. Yes. Oh, I thought you were talking about Rick.
No, Rick.
No.
Oh, Bill
gave
Murray's
up
cranking
that
him
life.
out. That's for sure.
I don't know what Rick Moranis is up to. Raising a family, I guess.
Well, I mean, if Rick Moranis
and
isn't in the movie, do we provide a spawn of Seymour?
He has to keep raising them because he keeps shrinking them. He gets a new family, he shrinks them by accident, and he has to start over.
Second. Are you suggesting that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a sequel already?
I'm talking about Rick Moranis' real life. But you know what? Yes! Yes, it is. After all of his murders, he took up the advice of his manager, and
He used all his publicity money.
left the country, changed his name, started a
Family.
Oh, Emily.
Yeah, there you go. So, I like the idea of recasting Seymour as an actor that's the same age as Moranis was back then, and every other character that we're able to reprise, if possible, is the age that they are now, except for Seymour, because the Audrey II, feeding on his blood gave him some weird kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say disease, but it keeps him from aging now.
right.
Okay.
And whatever kids he had spawned with
He's
Audrey
always
Prime.
being fed by his own blood.
Ooh, that's the thing. What if
The hybrids.
Yes. Yeah. So the President Audrey isn't a spawn of Audrey II. It's a spawn of Seymour and Audrey
Okay.
with the mixed in
Prime.
plant DNA. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
That's pretty good.
And people at fully green, no one noticed, elected him anyway.
Oh yeah, all those bigots really went for the green skin, huh?
He had interesting policies. I figured it was just a really bad time.
The drinking of blood is pretty interesting.
Feed me. It was his speech every single time.
And
he would just get on stage and say, "Feed me."
And then he'd sing the song, Big Green Mother or whatever. It is the song from the end, right?
And I'm bad. All of his constituents are like, well, he means bad as in like cool.
Hard on immigration and crime.
Hey, fun fact, that song...
From space.
Fun fact, that song was the first Oscar-nominated song to have profanity in it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I guess
led
he
the way
said shit at some point, right?
What was the second one?
The second one,
No.
I don't know, but it
No
definitely leads the way.
those.
It definitely leads the way for the South Park movie to get nominated.
It was probably in 8 Mile, a song by Eminem. Probably Lose Yourself.
Hang on. In
That would be a really long
2020,
stretch, right?
Moranis signed on to reprise his role as Wayne Zelinsky in Shrunk, a new sequel in the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids series. When completed, will mark a return to live act.
Well, he was in a Mint Mobile commercial
Yeah.
in 2020, so
Oh yeah, later that same year he appeared in a commercial for Mint Mobile alongside Ryan Reynolds. It's the last.
he's also
thing on his
he's been kind of like scattering it out. You know, he was in the Brother Bear movie and the sequel, and then he was in a couple little small things. I think the last thing he did was a role in The Goldbergs, which is a TV show. That was in 2018. And then he did that Mint Mobile commercial. But so there's a chance. We come up with a good enough sequel, we might get him. I think we could definitely get Bill Murray. We just got to find that hotline number that he goes off of.
Yeah, just pitch it real quick.
Yeah.
I think
Just send him this podcast.
If we, I think he would sign on after hearing Teeth Pervert.
Yeah. Hey, he's the one who did it in the first place, right?
That's true. Yeah.
All right, boys, we gotta focus up. We gotta lock in. We've got a basic premise. The world is sort of taken over and being taken over both But I think probably there's only one hybrid, which would be Rick Moranis' kid.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the world is ruled by the Audrites. Who is our protagonist in this film fighting back?
I have a few ideas.
Okay.
Anyone who was consumed, actually, I think only 2 people were actually consumed by Audrey II.
As far as we know for sure, yes.
Right. Okay, fine. I guess Mr. Mushnick didn't have any kids, right?
No, because the second he dies, like everything starts going to Seymour. Apparently,
Which makes no sense.
Well, he did technically raise. He did technically raise Seymour from an orphan. They say.
Oh,
which is makes it all the more messed up that he's just kind of like gonna, turn him in for murder.
Yeah.
Have him skip town.
What about the street youths, Chiffon, Crystal, and Ronette?
The Muses.
No, not the Muses. The 3 young girls that were loitering outside the shop.
I thought those were the same people.
Nope, they were much younger. And later, see, no one in the movie acknowledges the Muses, the women who were singing. However, at one point, Audrey Prime is confronted by the 3 street youths. They grew up in Skid Row, and there's no getting out of Skid Row. And they're like, hey, that guy you got's no good. You should go for someone simple, someone nice. And she's like, Seymour's pretty cute, sure. But yeah, I would like to bring them back if all 3 of those actresses are alive.
So are they going to be our protagonist?
These are the pitches here. This could all be told to the audience through a small list of diary entries by John Candy's character. John Candy died.
That's you're playing the character.
That's you, Roger.
Oh.
That's you. I don't know if it's going to catch the way I
weird. What? Maybe that radio host could actually become Audrey III's press secretary.
I was thinking, he's the radio host, but he's like an underground radio host now, leading the resistance through information.
Oh, that's good.
Sorry, who is?
The radio DJ.
Hell yeah, leading by the radio, decentralized, like a pirate station. He's got a boat, like, off in international waters that he broadcasts on ham radio frequencies to organize the rebellion.
Maybe he doesn't even have to be on a boat, right? What's soil that plants can't grow in? Like
anything too acidic. You could salt the ground and effectively prevent plants from growing.
He's like untouchable just because he's like adjusted his soil just a little bit, right?
The pH balance of his dirt is too acidic, so now plants can't grow. That's pretty good. I mean, that could be a combat. Something that isn't discussed in the first movie is pesticides. Not pesticides, but like weed killer.
True. I don't think Seymour was ever trying to kill Audrey II right up until the very end, so. But this is something we can explore in
weaponized
the
chemicals.
I also kind of like the idea of the Muses being like a team of I don't know, special forces going after Audrey II.
They're the cavalry.
Yeah.
just scouts that go in and out.
Yeah.
Relaying
information. We don't follow
them.
Yeah, we don't follow them, but like kind of how they pop up in the background all the time in this movie. You just kind of see them doing flips and stuff and like sneaking around in the background as major plot points occur.
That's pretty rad.
So is this going to be like a globetrotter, or is it going to be confined to like one little area, kind of like this Little
it could
Shops
be
of
one of
Horrors
those disaster movies, like one of those like set in Washington D.C. disaster movies.
Oh, so we're gonna
like
get Roland Emmerich to direct it.
Yeah,
right?
it's like martial law has been declared, by the Audrites, and they're like, going through and like, taking over everything, but their home base is out of Washington. So our protagonists have to like break into DC.
What if President Audrey's too big to move?
Likely.
That would, well, I mean, Audrey II was too big to move. So I do like the idea visually of it taking place entirely from Pennsylvania Avenue, right? Looking at the White House. Yeah. And as crowds sort of start to form outside, and then the rest of it is kind of like an internal drama within the White House. And now they've eaten all the Secret Service, so it's not hard for anyone to get in. It's just getting past all the plants, right? Who are stationary. They can't move from where they're at, but they do have the vine system and everything.
Yeah, they can pull themselves.
Yeah, I mean, if their root system all connected, they could form like an underground mycelium, and that way they have kind of a hive mind.
That's fungus.
That is fungus. Shit!
Hey, this is from outer space. I don't think it matters.
What is it?
Bring it in! Cool it!
20 seconds.
I'm right here.
Audrey talks about having spores in the movie.
Wait.
I swear right. Audrey II says that he has spores.
Not only does he say it, he says, I swear on my spores.
Yeah, it's a significant thing, actually. Is this actually just a big fungus? That makes sense, because fungal colonies, like, break down rotting meat and stuff.
Right. They thrive on dead things, not dirt or soil or pH
Plant
levels.
Food. I think it's a space fungus.
To a fungus? Sorry, I am Googling this to see if anyone else has this theory.
Well, we're presenting it now on Sequel Factory.
This is an exclusive.
No. Guys, no. No one's ever suggested this before.
He says he has spores! Oh, we're on the cutting edge, boys!
Hey! So, according to a theory known as original thought theory, anything you say and or think has statistically already been said and or thought before. Is this the exception? Are we breaking ground with this podcast?
I was going to make a joke about stoners in a basement watching Little Shop of Horrors, discussing how Audrey II could be a fungus and has, a root system. But then I was like, would stoners sit down and watch Little Shops of Horror high? The puppets would make it pretty cool, but
yeah,
I don't know if that's like a thing people do.
So if you take all of the elements of this story and you really pull back, right? Like you take beat by beat on a piece of paper, this story is terrifying. But if you add puppets and songs, it's cute and fun, right?
I think the way Seymour killed Audrey II is probably the biggest problem that made this a worldwide threat, because when Audrey II explodes from the electrical overload, the mushroom is just a fruiting body meant to spread the spores.
This was all a part of the plan.
The spores just explode into
explode into the atmosphere and are carried by the winds to propagate the rest of society. I mean, this only makes sense.
Absolutely.
My God, I was there from the beginning.
Man. Okay. So what do we have? We have, at some point in the future, the secret, the undercover fungus.
The distant future, 2004.
Okay.
I guess my first question is, in a world run by fungus, are we keeping the democratic presidential system?
Yeah. I mean, it works pretty
look how well it's working, yeah.
It's kind of proven itself.
Oh,
that's the whole reason why they picked our planet, right?
Yeah, we've got a great democratic system. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, I kept saying, I keep talking as if Little Shop of Horrors takes place in the 80s. It doesn't. It takes place in the 60s.
Yeah.
So,
It was made in the 80s.
yeah, it literally says at an undisclosed time, and then immediately is like, President John F. Kennedy gave a speech about the eclipse. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my god. Did they kill JFK? Was it the Audrites?
Oh my god, that was part of their plan the whole time. They set it all into motion after JFK died and LBJ took over. That led the road to Reagan, which then led the road to where we are now and made it easier for a plant hybrid to get elected.
Who's the plant hybrid? Who's playing this hybrid?
Christopher Walken?
Frank Oz.
Baron.
Frank Oz. He just looks like that.
Sorry. I thought the hybrid would look more human.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
it looks like Frank Oz.
I don't even
Okay.
know what Frank Oz looks like right now.
You know
Have you
what's
seen
so
Yoda?
funny?
No, wait. Have you seen Yoda?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I'm not lying. Yoda was literally modeled after Frank Oz's
No,
face.
I'm not suggesting you're lying. X, you saw Knives Out, right?
Yeah.
You know the lawyer in Knives Out?
Oh, right.
That's Frank Oz.
That's Frank Oz.
I can't picture the lawyer in my head right now. But I
Gotcha.
know what Frank Oz looks like. I'm saying right now, as we're recording this podcast, what does Frank Oz look like? And I think Yoda is a good answer. Like the original Yoda from Empire
yes.
Strikes Back.
But full
right?
size and in a pot.
Yes.
Oh, so the hybrid is also restrained to a pot.
Could be. On one foot.
He's got two pots. Wherever he walks, you just hear terracotta kind of clacking around.
Gong, gong, gong.
He has Bill Murray's Arthur Denton just carrying him around. Like, not even carrying, just pushing him on a little dolly everywhere he goes. Right?
Yeah,
got
and
like a
every now and
mouth
again,
gag.
Frank Oz whips him. Frank Oz whips Bill Murray. And then sucks on his gums. This is an awful Fillmore movie.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Okay.
We are creating a very disturbing story. All we have to do is make sure there are 1, puppets, 2, songs.
Songs. True. So
Okay.
it's a resistance, right? Who are our protagonists again? We've got the muses who are dancing and flipping and spinning.
The muses, we have Arthur Denton, we have Audrey.
Arthur Denton is not one of the protagonists.
No.
He is a crony.
He's the guy
true.
who lets in. He opens the door and lets in the resistance. All right, he gives them
okay.
the opportunity that they need.
He is a deep state agent, a double crossing.
He just can't help but misbehave.
Yeah, he loves them gum suckers. Let's say that there's just like a handful of resistancies, right? Because look, someone's got to be making these terracotta pots.
Uh-huh.
That's all they need humanity for.
They need
really,
blood and they
is-
need
is
pots.
to decompose and to make clay pots.
So these pot makers and these like blood cattle, that's it, blood cattle,
Sure.
come together. They meet in a safe location where the radio host is. What was his name? Weird what?
Willie
Wilkins.
Yeah, Will's Wilkins. Fucking hell, I can't talk straight. Yeah, I think Jett got it right there.
Right. Well, that's their HQ. Let's just like put 2 young actors as the leads here. Who are they?
It was Wink Wilson.
Wink
Yeah, Wink.
Wilson.
2 young actors, Zendaya and
It's gotta be Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet,
Yeah,
the
sure.
chosen
Gotta
one.
be Timothy Paul Muad'Dib Atreides.
Oh boy.
But he's bringing
he's
Wonka
proven-
to the role.
Hey, he's proven that he can do like the musical bits,
He
right?
can do musical.
No, he can
He's gonna-
definitely
and
sing.
then the music's gonna be written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, so there's gonna be a lot of rapping involved.
Hey,
Oh my
listen
God.
to me,
Quote,
listen to me.
No.
If
Yes.
everyone on the planet was listening to this podcast, all of them would agree that choice was the perfect one.
Hey, I gotta say, I watched Moana 2, and he did not return to do the music for that one.
Yeah.
And not a single banger in that movie. So,
that sucks.
yeah. I haven't seen the Mufasa movie, so I can speak to that, but, whatever. So yeah, a lot of plant-based rapping, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, this gives him a chance to stretch his political knowledge, because his dad did work in DC for a long time. And yeah, it's going to essentially be like a follow-up to School Rock, right? Or Schoolhouse Rock. What? There we go.
Yeah.
The Schoolhouse Rock, right? And it's going to explain how our democracy is supposed to work using this fungi
using
government.
The plants and the puppets.
Yes.
Who's Jack Black playing?
Who's Jack Black playing?
Probably the plant, honestly.
He's going to play
Jack.
The Secretary
Jack
of
Black
State.
Jack Black plays all of the non-hybrid plants.
Every single one.
Yeah.
And does all of their songs.
And all the
it's
puppet
not a
work.
bad idea.
Roger, can you give us a little taste of Jack Black?
Yeah, one second.
One of the Audrites. Do you want some lyrics?
Do you have lyrics for me?
Yeah. Like,
are you gonna send them to me?
Like, I can just find one. Yeah. Here's Mean Green Mother from Outer Space.
I love that I began
general.
we began this podcast and I said I'm not good at impressions, and this is where we're going with this.
Yeah. I think you can get the vocal compression of the Jack Black growl, though. If anyone can, you can. Just whatever's going to make sure that all the teens in the audience are going to be intolerable.
Guys, I can't remember how the song goes. Hold on.
Just sing in a Jack Black way. It doesn't have to be a melody or anything.
Or, you can always sing Conjunction Junction.
That's goddamn it, X. That's what I was going to do before Jett pulled out. Not Conjunction Junction. I was going to do the "I'm Just a Bill" song.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Give me the line. I got power, style, major moves. I got the stuff, and I think that proves you better move it out. Nature calls. You got the point. I'm gonna bust your balls.
Where do you see this?
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You just posted it in general.
Oh, in general. Okay.
Yeah.
I got power, style, major moves. I got the stuff that I think that proves you better move it out. Nature calls. You got the point. I'm gonna bust your balls. That's it.
Yeah.
We can delete that if we want.
No,
you forgot to scat in there.
New
though.
cold open. Start the podcast over.
No, not.
Gonna blow
I hate
out the
that I
listeners'
sang
eardrums.
twice during this episode.
But yeah, so we still don't have a lead, but we have.
No, it's Timothée Chalamet. And,
Timothée
Zendaya.
Chalamet. Who are they? In respect to the universe and
Just
the story that we're
down
following.
on their luck, kids who met in the gutter, the gutters of Washington D.C.
Of pot making.
There's a Skid Row in every city, so they met in the Skid Row, Washington D.C.
Skid Row.
Yes, which is just adjacent to Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, same place they found J.D. Vance.
Yeah. Okay. So we have our characters. We have a problem that needs to be solved, and then we have
I think they're sort of like not call to action exactly, but they're sort of call to adventure, right? That pulls them out of their normalcy is overhearing a radio broadcast from Wiz Wilkins,
Wink Wilkinson?
Willie Wilk, John Candy, played by Roger Hanna.
Yeah.
Good.
And they're like, they decide I think all of the plants like bust into the happy little place that they live, and forces them out into the world. they end up running, and then eventually decide to fight back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I like the idea that the whole movie takes place within the span of like a couple of hours, right? With tension building as a protest slowly reaches the White House, and
everyone's coming together to fight back in one big march on the Capitol.
And Timothée Chalamet. There's no character names. All the actors are just using their real names.
Timothée Chalamet is the character. Zendaya. She's called that in the film.
Yes, they need to break into the White House and stop the Audrey Knights. They're helped along by the Muses and the secret revolutionary Arthur Denton, who is upset that his teeth have all been pulled, so he can't get joy out of having his teeth messed with, because these Audrey Knights are just they're all just sucking his gums constantly, and it doesn't hurt anymore, and he's sad.
That's upsetting.
So he lets in the revolutionaries. Let's come up with a climax, because we're reaching the hour marker here.
I think the significant thing is they have to have some. No one's done it because no one can figure out how to kill Audrey III. The president.
Yes.
How do you kill a fungus? Right, electricity doesn't work. Fire doesn't work. They probably established that at some point.
Well, there are fungicides.
I was about to say, are there?
Maybe that's it. Maybe they're. I think everyone who's tried an assassination attempt on Audrey III has failed because they're trying to kill it like it's a plant.
Oh my gosh! They discover.
It's probably at the midpoint. At the midpoint of the film, they realize, Audrey III is not a plant. Audrey III is a big heckin' mushroom. It always.
Oh, Audrey III is a big heckin' mushroom. It always has been? It always was?
Okay.
Yeah. So there are natural fungicides in the world. I don't know this naturally. I'm going to let y'all know. Sulfur. Let's see. Something called Bacillus subtilis. Citric acids.
If sulfur is an option, all they gotta do is use the devices left by Rick Moranis' character to shrink Audrey III down to microscopic sizes, so he falls through the earth into hell, where the sulfur will kill him.
Sulfur obviously kills him. Yes. Okay.
We're doing it, guys. This is
we're doing it, and it's a big song all the way down. I think that's the thing, is they have to go Ant-Man. Timothée Chalamet has to grab on to Frank Oz, and they start shrinking down through the molecules, down through the particles, down into the fiery depths of Hades, where
he is exposed to fire and brimstone, where the chemicals of sulfur will reduce him even further into nothing, which would effectively kill the mycelium that controls the rest of the Audreys, and they all wither on the surface.
Hell yeah.
And then the movie ends with Zendaya burying Timothée Chalamet somewhere green, because he surely died in that drop down to hell.
Or she travels into hell.
Oh, shit!
We're going to go straight into
to
Dante,
rescue her lost loved one, and sings a song to Hades himself so powerful that he makes a deal that as long as she goes back up to the overworld without looking back to see if
it is safe of the mushroom that is Audrey.
Yeah, that's the Orpheus Eurydice legend. You got
Eurydice.
it.
Oh yes. Oh my god. I was like, this sounds so familiar. What is this?
I don't know if Zendaya can sing. I know she was on that show where she danced or whatever.
Yeah, she can sing. She's got pipes.
What if in the movie she doesn't? Her character refuses to.
Oh, like Justin Timberlake and Trolls.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll take your word for it.
She only raps. She does all of the rap parts.
I was going to say, can you imagine Zendaya singing a song backed up by the muses from the original movie?
It would be pretty great. Can the devil
goes,
be played by Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yeah, yes, it can.
Because that sounds really good to me.
Uh-huh.
I think
I'd watch it.
I am not throwing away my pitchfork.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's it. We're not gonna fix that.
Doesn't need to be fixed.
I'll add the music
a good
in the
song.
background.
Wait, we missed an obvious joke.
Oh.
We can edit it in.
A play on "Here Comes the President," but it's a plant. So.
Oh
yeah.
Here comes the plant-sident. Vegadent? Is that anything?
Vegadent.
Well, all right, folks. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Sequel Factory.
There, yeah.
What an amazing time! If you liked it, if you liked what you heard here,
they win at the end.
Oh wait, hold on, Roger. Before we end it though, we got to pick a movie for next week.
Yes, of course.
You picked the one previous to this one. Which was Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive.
And then Jett picked this one,
Shop.
which he went with another musical. So are we gonna have to expect this for moving forward? Okay, so I was struggling trying to figure out a movie to pick because we've been kind of stuck in the past few episodes.
Skill issue.
So I wanted to.
I'm sorry, that was mean. I don't mean that. I think you can do it.
I wanted to bring us back into the present. And I wasn't sure.
What if my new thing is interrupting?
Yeah, do it, man.
Because I never do that.
I just edit around it. You know how much of my editing is going track by track and kind of just
silencing me,
displacing words and whatnot. Yeah. Silencing you. I gotta copy paste sections of Roger when he doesn't speak at all. Anyways, okay, so I was struggling to think of where to bring us back into the future, and I thought, maybe I'd stick with something that people really enjoy, like Shaun of the Dead. But I was like, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Sequel potential, sure, but I want to stick to something that'll be a little more fun for us to do as a podcast. I thought, maybe Napoleon Dynamite, because I really like that movie, and I could watch it as many times as possible. But I think what I'm going to go with...
We could look at the newest edition from that director's illustrious repertoire.
Oh, Minecraft?
The Minecraft movie.
I haven't seen it, but I also don't want to be that current. Yeah. So instead, I'm going to go with a different kind of camp. Actually more cringe than anything. And I think I'm going to make us suffer through... It's Morbin time. We're going to do Morbius.
Yeah!
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes!
Okay.
Hell yeah!
You know what? What sucks is this is a movie I chose not to watch because I can't fucking stand Jared Leto.
Yes. I haven't
but
seen
if I get the chance to drag his name through the mud, yeah, let's do it.
Transcendent pickaxe.
And I'm really hoping that the fanboys are gonna get mad that I don't know about you two. I don't know anything about the Morbius lore.
About Morbius the character?
This podcast is gonna get 1 more billion views, make $1 more billion. It's happening.
Hey, this is X chiming in after the fact to say that Morbius did not in fact happen. Instead, we watched Madam Web for the next episode. So if you want to be in on the fun, go watch Madam Web and suffer just as we did. And then you can enjoy the next episode in a couple of weeks.
Listen, oh wait, we didn't come up with a name for this movie.
Oh,
Oh, true.
White House of Horrors.
White House of
White
Horrors
House
is
of
right on the nose.
Horrors.
Yeah, White House of Horrors is good.
Nailed it.
Okay. What were you going to say, Roger?
Oh, I was going to say, well, if White House of Horrors grants us our freedom, then we don't have to do it, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
We'll leave it up to Bill Murray to decide.
Bill Murray, save us.
Save us, Bill Murray.
We need you.
Papa. Get us out, Papa.
Okay.
So, thank you again for listening. If you have any suggestions for what you would have added to this, I don't know, tell us somehow. I'm not sure how any of this works anymore. Let's see. Do we want to plug anything?
Sure. If you like this show, you can catch Roger and I on our other podcast, Paranormal Dudes, that comes out every week. Roger's also on 2 other podcasts. That's the Dirty 22 and SideQuest Digest. And then you can catch Jett on his YouTube channel where he does stuff.
YouTube.com/Jett Kuso, JETTKUSO. I'll look at toys and stuff. I've actually got a video coming out soon. It's probably out by the time this airs. All about Mr. Beast's horrible toy line and the questionable ethics of unboxable toys.
All right.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Okay. With that said, you guys can catch us there, or you can catch us here in 2 weeks. So we'll get you guys next time on Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel.
Continued.
Feed me, Roger. Feed me. Feed me, Roger.